Morning, grandkids. Let me make sure I got my mic up here. Okay, this is the next chapter of Dorkly the Young Wizard in a land far, far away. And this is chapter 26. I gotta get a lot better light on me. Oops. Not on me, on my paper, so I can read. Chapter 26. The man had snatched Mandy and was running with her out the side door. Dermis is left standing there with his mouth open. So is everyone else in the court. The king is sitting at his table staring up at his son. The priest fled. Suddenly, everyone started to move. The guests scrambled out of their seats and went flooding out the doors. Dermis, unsheathing his swords, rushes out the side door. The king is up and out of his seat, directing a guard to see to Inez, a nod of his head at Dorkley to go wait in the side sitting room, a quirk of his head at Dupree to follow him, and a motion to Major Bonester to muster guards and follow him and Dupree. He and Dupree and the guards rushed for the docks. Once there, he approached the dock master. You are not to allow anyone onto any ship or boat of any kind until further notice. Yes, sire, the captain saluted. He wheeled around to the guards and he finds General Bonester. Take charge here. He turns to his son Dupree. I want you to stay here as a royal presence. See to anything that is needed by Bonester or the dockmaster. He whips his horses around and heads back up the road to the palace as General Bonester sends some of his troops around the coastal road toward the first town. They don't know where this guy might run to with Mandy. When Conley gets back to the palace, he sees the scurrying of many servants putting his court back together. Othello and William are standing near the steps to the throne, talking with Inez. They turn as the king approaches. I have placed guards down at the docks, leaving Dupree in charge, along with General Bonester. He turned to his daughter and new son-in-law. You two should go on home, and be careful. Take 2 or 3 guards with you to patrol outside your house until I know what's going on. I'm sending a new guard with them also, Sergeant Gable. It will give him some good training, for Dupree has use for him later. Othello kissed her father on the cheek, and he and William shook hands. The king clapped William on the shoulder. Things aren't always like this. Maybe when this is sorted out, we can have the wedding with a proper reception. No worries, sire, he chuckled. We're married. That is the important thing. Maybe we can have an extended family party later. Done, beamed the king. Conley then turned to Inez as his kids strolled off. He took a deep breath to slow himself down. I first want to say that you are looking lovely. Then I want to apologize for all of this uproar. It seems we haven't yet gotten to enjoy much fun time together. I hope you will keep giving that a chance. Oh, I seem to remember some very enjoyable dancing a while back. Besides, I find excitement fun, and there has certainly been enough of that today, she laughed. I think I might be ready for some more. when you are, my king, she said. Conley smiled. I'm happy to hear that, and relieved. He looked over toward the side sitting room. Dorkley is still waiting for me and has been quite upset. I don't think it is anything about his sick father. I really must go see about him. I'm really sorry. I will send you home in a carriage with a couple of guard escorts who will stay patrolling until further orders. I really don't know what's going on around here, but I want you kept safe. I hope you will allow me to send for you to come for a private meal soon. No need to apologize. A king must have problems controlling his court often, and I would love to come again and will be looking forward to it. Conley lifted Inez's hand to his lips, kissing it gently, then motioned for the guard, then looked at her and said, "Thank you for understanding, Inez." And the guard hurried over. "Please help Lady Inez into a carriage and call another guard. I want 2 of you to stay unguarded outside her home, keeping her safe until further notice." "Yes, sire." And the guard led Inez out to the carriage. Conley quickly walked over to Dorkley, telling another guard to bring something heavier to drink than mead and a meal which he was sure that they had both missed. He sat down as servants placed plates of food and glasses on the table and placed a large container of Black Swan alcohol on the table, filling their glasses before leaving. "So now, what is this dire thing that has you so upset, Dorkley?" Dorkley had snatched up his drink, consuming nearly half of it before he spoke. "Sire, I have a book of blood." The king frowned at him. "What do you mean, a book of blood?" I opened a heavy carved tomb which I hadn't looked at for a couple of years. It seemed as if I was drawn to seek it out. I placed it on the table and sat down, and I placed my hands on it as though I was in a dream. I felt as an energy. Not good, sire. I felt it course through my body. I opened the book, and as I let it fall open, a light shot straight up out of the book. Dorkley stopped talking and took another long drink. "Had you seen this before? Did you know what it was?" Dorkley set his empty glass down and started talking as Conley leaned over and poured his glass full again. "This shaft of light scared me so badly, I sat back and stared. And no, I have never seen that come out of that book or any other book. My dad may have, but I'm reluctant to go to him with this, as sick as he is." "You made the right decision there, Dorkley. Go on." "I watched as the light turned dark red as it sort of settled back down onto the page. I dared move forward, bending over the page to see, and there were words written in blood, sire." And he snatched up his drink again. "For God's sake, Dorkley, what did it say?" "It said," he snatched up his drink again. The king snatched it away from him, slopping it over the table. "What did it say?" It said," by now Dorkley was whispering, "it said, 'The king shall drink the blood of death.'" They stared at each other. "What does it mean?" the king whispered. "I don't know," whispered Dorkley. that's the end of this chapter. So I hope that it keeps you intrigued enough until next week. I only just finished writing the next chapter, so I had been several chapters ahead. I'm starting to get behind, so I guess I better get over there in my chair and start writing some more. So I will see you in the next video whenever I post something. Until then, I will wait and see you next week with the next episode of Young Wizard Dorkly. So bye. Bye for now, kids. Be good. Bye-bye.